Hi, beautiful. Today we're reading in chapter 28, The Undoing of Fear, in the text. And in section 2, Reversing Effect and Cause, paragraph 12, it says, "The world is full of miracles. They stand in shining silence next to every dream of pain and suffering, of sin and guilt. They are the dream's alternative." I'll just pause and say, wow. The dream's alternative. The choice to be the dreamer rather than deny the active role in making up the dream. They are the glad effects of taking back the consequence of sickness to its cause. The body is released because the mind acknowledges, this is not done to me, but I am doing this. I'll pause and say, in the entire Course in Miracles, in A Course in Miracles, it teaches us how sovereign we are, how powerful we are, and how the ego will never be able to understand or accept these truths because it's a fear paradigm. The body is released because the mind acknowledges, this is not done to me, but I am doing this. And thus the mind is free to make another choice instead. Beginning here, salvation will proceed to change the course of every step in the descent to separation, until all the steps have been retraced, the ladder gone, and all the dreaming of the world undone. Wow. I mean, the text is so poetic. It's just beautiful and uplifting just to read the words. The harmonic frequency of it is so uplifting. And then when you contemplate on the teachings, they're so profound. So on a practical level, I'm just going to share that there have been several times in my life recently where I was absolutely certain something had gone terribly wrong and this is never going to be okay. And I can't believe this happened. And how could I have let this happen? And when I check in for guidance, it's all is well. Over and over, all is well. And of course, my ego is throwing a fit and going, obviously it's not well, because look at this and this and this and this. And here's all my evidence. You know, the seek and you shall find applies to everything. So if you're currently hostage to ego instead of host to God, then you're going to see the ego's evidence. When we're being host to God, when we're firmly seated in the true self, that's when we see the evidence of the truth. See, the ego can only see delusion. It's only capable of seeing delusion because it's not real. So several times I've thought, there's just no way. Here's all the evidence that everything has gone awry. Spirit is telling me that all is well. And inevitably, when I could get still and be present and just take the next right step, everything worked out. Sometimes more beautifully than I could have imagined. Again and again, that has been the pattern. And it is so hard to have that trust. It is so hard to have that faith when things don't seem to be going our ego's way and things don't seem to be adding up. It is so hard to keep that gentle faith in our hearts. And yet, if we are sitting around worrying, that's pretty much praying for a problem. But if we can be still and know and rest in love, rest in God, rest in that gentle knowing that all is well, and that temporal appearances can and often do lie, despite how real they might seem, then the miracle can happen that much faster. It's kind of, to my ego, it's an infuriating teaching. But there's a line in A Course in Miracles that says, the only thing that can bring about immediate results is infinite patience. Isn't that beautiful? The only thing that could bring about immediate results is infinite patience. Because in a state of infinite patience, true patience, And true patience is not angrily waiting. It's very gentle. From that state, from that still point, you are in your creator self. You are magnetizing a miracle to you. The choice to be the dreamer rather than deny the active role in making up the dream. So I'm going to encourage myself and invite all of us this coming week to really stay cognizant and aware that we are the dreamer. We are the dreamer and the dream. This is not done to me, but I am doing this perceptually. Beginning here, salvation will proceed to change the course of every step in the descent to separation until all the steps have been retraced, the ladder gone, and all the dreaming of the world undone. The nightmare can end. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much in the work that you do. I know that you are a light in the dark and a beacon of hope for many souls, even people that you don't know are watching and that are impacted by your very beingness, by your beautiful light signature, by the love that you are, that you so beautifully and effortlessly show up as when you're not trying to be anything other than what you actually truly are. You're it. Thank you. Thank you for being here.